Ms. Hargrave will be followed by Ms. Mimi Barr.
At the October 6th meeting of this council, I asked what the council's plan would be if Syrian refugees would be resettled in our town. At this point, I have yet to receive even the courtesy of a response, unless I was supposed to understand that your answer was on the editorial page of the Daily Facts. So I'm here tonight to again ask what the council's plan will be if our town is selected to resettle Syrian refugees. There's a war being waged against us, but it's actually being waged on two different fronts. We saw on Friday in Paris the terrorist part of this war, but there's another part called a civilization jihad that I think is even more dangerous, and I'll go into that in just a moment. It's imperative that people understand what is happening to us in this country, and bringing in poorly vetted refugees facilitates both aspects of this war. First, by bringing in even a small number of terrorists, which I think scares most of us right now, as they might be hidden among the refugees. But also by bringing in Muslims and seeding communities all across this country with people who have a different ideology than we do. I'd like to share with you just a few of the things I've learned in the last few years in studying this that I think it's important for the council to take into consideration. First of all, did you know that in Islam there is something called taqiyya? Muslims are taught that it is acceptable to lie and deceive people if it will further the cause of Islam. I think that's a concept that's very foreign to Americans. Even though we know people lie, we were all raised, I think, basically to tell the truth. Did you know that the largest voting bloc in the United Nations is the Organization of Islamic Cooperation? That's the 56 Muslim countries plus the Palestinian Authority. Why are we allowing the United Nations to tell us who they're going to select to bring to this country and where we're going to settle them? Why don't we let those wealthy Muslim countries take these people and take care of their own? Did you know that the Muslim Brotherhood has already established its own political party here in the United States? The Muslim Brotherhood has been designated as a terrorist organization through the Homeland, I've got the name wrong, case in. You're supposed to stop that before it turns.
Thank you, Ms. Hargrave. Appreciate your time.
I have one more thing.
Sure, you can do it quickly.
I will. We have to rely on our city council to protect us. There's 30 governors that have already said their state will not take any Syrian refugees. Our state will not do that. I would hope that our council will take a leadership role in our area and say, until we know more about this at least, we will not be taking any. And I would also hope that you would reach out to the surrounding communities that will also be impacted. Be the leaders, have the courage that we need right now to protect our community.
Thank you, Ms.
Thank you
Hargrave.
for the extra time.
You bet.